I put Fall Out Boy in a corner, and I put Muse in a corner, and the similarities, I probably shouldn't have put them in a corner too soon, because when Fall Out Boy released Mania, I was very, very worried from the singles that I heard, and I actually enjoyed the album. And it was the same thing with Muse going into this album. Simulation Theory, their 8th studio album, came out today, and I heard 2 singles off the thing because they released 5 and there was 11 songs. I'm like, I don't want to hear almost half the album before it comes out. So the only ones I heard were Thought Contagion, which I thought was good, and Something Human, which was meh to me. Listening to it more, it's kind of grown on me a lot. And then the other 3 singles were Pressure, The Dark Side, and Dig Down. But yeah, I mean, shockingly, I enjoyed it. It was one of their more shorter albums, only clocking in at 42 minutes, which is kind of a surprise, considering they don't have any songs over 5 minutes for the first time on an album, I think, and there's only 3 songs that go over 4 minutes, and a lot of these other songs are kind of mid-tier, and they got a 3-minute song thrown in. So what do I think about this album and the change? It's actually not that bad. I mean, when I first heard the 80s kind of pop rock sound they were going for, kind of like a 80s sci-fi movie type thing, I thought they were crazy. I thought it wasn't going to work. But I took 2 listens to this thing, and I gotta say, each time I saw myself growing and liking more of the songs more often than not. I mean, of course, I think Algorithm is a great kickoff. The Dark Side and Pressure are nice right after it. Propaganda is just some reason it keeps me into it. Propaganda and Break It To Me have just some of the more catchiest beat-driven songs on there, and I guess you can call Propaganda kind of like a Muse trap song in a way, but not full-on induced trap like Sunshine Riptide was on Mania for Fall Out Boy. This one was trap-inspired, but still had rock elements to it. And that was a thing, too. I thought we were going to hear less guitars, less drums, less bass, but we heard a good amount. There was some decent solos on here, and the drums, I think, went hard when they came through. And even though the bass isn't that easy to hear, it's still there, and it still drives some of the songs as Muse used to do. They were very guitar and bass driven early on. And might I say, this thing is probably less popular than the Second Law, the one that people complained about being too poppy. And I still think that this thing is more rock than pop, even though it is categorized as synth rock, which goes to tell you that, hey, it's still a rock album. And when I saw the producers, someone like Shellback, Timbaland, Timbaland scared me because I'm like, oh my goodness, they got like an R&B rap singer to produce this album, but it seems like he did a pretty good job because I was impressed with some of these. Now, the main problem was they did say they were going for less lyrics and more instrumental stuff, and you can definitely tell the lyrics are some of their more worst in the game that they've ever had throughout their 8 studio albums. But like I said, you know, it has catchy choruses, and some of the beats and instrumentals definitely keep you in it all throughout. I mean, this thing has a 78 out of 100. I did not think the critics were going to like this thing either, but apparently it's gaining generally favorable reviews, and this is just another album where maybe I should have just not said anything about, because it seems like when I say that, oh, these 2 songs suck, so the album might not be that great, they're usually good. When the first couple singles are good, and I think the album's going to be great, then the album doesn't turn out to be anything. And this isn't the first time this has happened to me this year. But yeah, I mean, Muse came out, they surprised and they shocked me, and I'm not even upset with this change. If they were to go with this change to the next album, it wouldn't bother me whatsoever. I like change in bands' music. It's just a matter of, can it work? And it did. There were some special deluxe editions for this album. A lot were acoustic versions of other songs on here. And then they had the super deluxe, which was just the same thing. So nothing really that we're missing. Just some of them get turned into instrumentals and all that stuff. So, you know, no new songs. It's just songs that are remixed. So, but like I said in the Imagine Dragons Origins review, I don't review deluxe editions, so we're going with the standard 11 tracks. And yeah, other songs like Something Human is a great acoustic track. Get Up and Fight has that powerful chorus. And The Void is just a nice little one to, end the album on. It's the longest track, 4 minutes and 44 seconds, but it's one of those things where it just once again kind of, says, hey, this is the end of the album. We're fading out. This is the end of the album. And I praise them for this. I'm highly shocked and surprised. And if I had to rate this thing, I'd give it a 7.5 out of 10. It's just one I thoroughly enjoyed, did not think I was going to, and I did. Muse fans are going to complain about this, but trust me, give it a couple listens, because you will find some of these songs to be intriguing and very well thought out. So anyway, that does it from me. Tell me in the comments below, did you like this album? Did you hate it? What are some of your favorite songs? What are your least favorite songs? You can rate the album yourself. So yeah, that does it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please remember to like and subscribe. If you're on Facebook, share. And I will catch you guys next time.